Bucket List Show. I'm Tammy Crandall with Journal Venture Travel and Tours and Link Real Estate, and I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Rebecca Denise with Superior Storage as well as Link Real Estate.
We are here to help you fill your bucket so you can live your most abundant life. We talk about that.
Yep.
And we do that by bringing interesting conversation on the show, either about things in the local area. Also, filling that bucket means that we're going to give you ideas or inspiration for finding a way for you to be able to live where you work and
live
stay.
And play.
That's right. Work, live, and play. Right?
Yep.
So that's one of the mantras that I have under Homecation with Link Real Estate is, helping families stay where they live, work, and play.
Right. Yeah.
And so we have a lot of great neighborhoods in our area. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to focus, if you're okay with that, Rebecca.
Perfect.
Okay. I'm going to focus today in an area not far from Tradition, which sits off of Crosstown Parkway. And that area is at PGA Village, Verano. So I'm just going to share some information with you, kind of walk you through some of the great amenities. A lot of people will choose an HOA versus a non-HOA. I think there are pros and cons for both.
I do too.
Right? And but in this particular HOA, there really is a lot to play with at a very reasonable rate. There are a lot of things that are included in that space. So
lots of pickleball courts.
That's right. Well, you'll notice that here it's got a nice big entryway into. There's a Publix not far from that area, so your groceries are pretty close. Close proximity to Interstate 95. So that way you can go north or south, which means you can go visit Mickey Mouse, or you can go south and or north even to hop on that cruise ship.
Correct.
That you want to go on, whether you're going out of Port Canaveral or you're going out of Fort Lauderdale or Miami. Lots of great ways. That's right. And so this is also an ideal community. This is not just it's not a 55 and over community.
It's a full community.
It's a full community for families, and the amenities actually show it. So,
and it becomes more than live, laugh, and what was the third
love.
One? Play.
Yeah.
Love.
Well, live, work, and play.
Okay,
live,
sorry.
Work, and play.
So my point was, it really is today. It's a lifestyle. It's not just buying the home with the 2-car garage and the white picket fence. It becomes a lifestyle.
Well, and it does. A lot of people have concerns about safety within their neighborhoods. So having a guard gate is important to a lot of people, something that you can go easily in and out of, and not something that, just has that part-time guard or that electronic guard, where you're having to punch your card. This is a 24/7
and it does give a comfort. I mean, where I live, there's a 24-hour gate. And it does add a little bit of comfort. It does.
That little bit of added security.
Yes.
That not just anybody can go in and out of the neighborhood.
Correct.
They're vetting the people that are coming in and out of the neighborhood. They're keeping watch of that. They have a wonderful clubhouse in this area at PGA Verano called Club Talavera, and talk about the unbelievable amenities or choices or lifestyle choices within there. So we're just going to look at a couple of those. Here we've just got a nice big overview so you can kind of get a feel for how large that neighborhood is and how confined, even though it's a large neighborhood, you're still within that enclosed space.
Right.
Yeah. So if you are a pickleball enthusiast, they have got 27 pickleball courts. It's amazing to me.
And people love pickleball courts.
I played a lot of tennis when I was young.
I played tennis too.
So I haven't hopped onto the pickleball.
Okay, now
train
we're going to have to
yet.
do pickleball. We'll have to film us.
Yeah. Well, that in and of itself could be a comedy.
Yeah.
So, but just having exposure to water features and being able to communicate and have, great neighbors with a like-mindedness in your community is important too. And that's where this area, with its close proximity to everything in Tradition, even.
Of all the best of worlds.
Yes. So, being able to do that.
And even their fitness center. I mean, everything is just,
it's
so big, and it's, that it's more than just a home. You know,
It
it's
is.
like I said, that lifestyle. So it just becomes everything that you're interested in within your community.
Exactly. A lot of times people, when they're trying to monetize, where is it? Is it
Yeah.
going to be worth what I have to pay to be a part of that community? Well, if you're paying for gym memberships and accesses to a variety of things, cable, internet, lawn care, tree care,
Yeah, sewer.
if you want to have an area that has nice dog parks in it, parks for your children,
extra wide sidewalks.
oh yeah.
I mean, the lifestyle, it really is. It's so conducive for indoor and outdoor.
Exactly.
But the thing is, when you move here, you're going to find your little village. Because if you like paddleball, then you're going to be doing paddleball. But you could go to the demonstration kitchen and learn how to cook, which was exciting.
If you are a person who likes to swim, but you don't want that pool in your own backyard, because we know what an upkeep that can be for a lot of people. This is already included. In fact, this community has 2 separate pools, one that is indoor. It's a full Olympic style swimming pool. It also has a hot tub, a pretty large hot tub in that space that can accommodate many neighbors. So, and then at the same time, they've got a couple of different gyms. One that's called an e-gym Fit for Life, so it kind of has the circuit training.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Yes, and then also they have a fitness center with classes and things of that nature that they can attend.
And it really becomes, it's your home, it's your social, and everything.
Well, the social aspect of what this community offers is they've got a bar and lounge there. They've got fire pits.
You don't have to worry about drinking and driving. You're always safe.
Exactly.
But that's important, though. You're safe, and they have all that there. I think that's a nice amenity.
Well, and this is the type of community that if you decide you want to park your normal car, you want to keep a golf cart, off to the side, and that's really what you want to be able to bebop around your your community with. You can do that here at PGA Village Verano.
We got to get a bucket list golf cart.
Exactly. They have billiard rooms in this space, so you have the ability to go and play billiards or play cards. They've got card rooms, and this is a nice view of that test kitchen or that demonstration kitchen. So you could take art classes that they hold there from time to time. You could go watch a kitchen demonstration or actually participate and learn how to, make a meal, those types of things.
The good thing is, so you work all your life, you retire, and, you say you want to slow down, but you certainly can't slow down. You still got to live. And this gives you an opportunity where you're not floundering. You don't know how to make friends outside of your work friends.
Of course.
And, now it kind of just pulls it all together. So I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, well, and this community itself doesn't have, I don't have the pictures for these 2 things specifically, but they have a huge ballroom where they hold events. It's got a stage, so they hold events there periodically. I've actually participated in wine and cheese events for travel. And that location, beautiful space to do that. We've done some award ceremonies for chambers of commerce. It really is a large ballroom space, and it overlooks the water features and everything that you have there in that location. There's also an auditorium, if you will, with seating with a big screen on one of the walls, and we've done presentations with suppliers like Globits or Talc, so they could do movie nights, or maybe it's an educational component type of thing where maybe somebody comes in and they want to learn all there is to learn about Europe or about castles or those types of things. We could actually have seen them set up those types of things in that room space, and it's great because it has theater seating in there, and they can announce that to the residents. It's another activity that the residents can partake in.
And we were talking just about serving in general. So I think these communities are making a lifestyle, but they're serving the community, the owners, the tenants, if there's rentals in there. And the idea is that, they enjoy what they do.
That's true.
So they are serving people.
That's
the idea that it's everything and anything, it really is quite amazing. I mean, who would have thought, 20 years ago, this is what we were doing with our communities, and they're walkable and everything's there. So it creates a healthy environment if you're going to the library or you're going to play pickleball.
Well, and that's exactly
It's
it. They have a
just-
library on site, which I just happened to
Yep.
not grab the picture for, but they have a library on site there as well. Lots of social spaces within that community, indoor and
Mhm.
out, which is what you're seeing here. This is actually on the side for their outdoor pool. So not only do they have an interior pool, they also have an outdoor pool space, bonfire space, and again, more social areas that are
It's
some
like
that are under covered space and some that are not.
it's like you're living on a resort.
It is.
You're on vacation every day.
Yeah. So, and at the same time, with this type of community, you could choose to make this, your family home, and then you could even downsize to a smaller version
Right.
thereof,
Yeah.
of homes that are
Because
within
they
that
have the
community.
villas and all the different homes.
Well, that's exactly it. There's a
Right.
variety of homes that are being built today, but there's also a variety of resales available in a community like this. I happen to have access to one of those. This
Perfect.
view that you're seeing here is a lakefront.
Perfect.
So this particular unit that I have is a lakefront unit. Not everybody has that. You can't see it here in this picture, but off to the right of this is like a roundabout,
Mhm.
and it gives you access to the dog park.
Perfect.
So they've got this beautiful space there. So if you are an animal lover and you want to have a nice quiet space, and this area too is not too far in to
Right.
PGA Verano. So when you come through the guard gate, you just go across and make
right
a
there.
left and go a little ways down, and you're right there.
Perfect.
So it's easy to get in and out. And I know sometimes that is the biggest thing. We have a lot of communities out there that are very large.
Right.
So knowing that you can get in and out of a community in a matter of a few minutes,
Right.
as opposed to taking a 10 or 15-minute drive through
Right.
the
Or there's
community.
only one exit, where you're
Exactly.
hitting a big traffic like Port St. Lucie West Boulevard.
Absolutely. And many of these homes, have standard amenities. They've got, like I mentioned earlier, they've got lawn care and they care for the trees and the cable and the internet, those things that go with it. All of the amenities that you get with
Right.
the clubhouse that
And,
you have.
When people say, oh, there's an HOA fee, well, you take that HOA fee, you minus what cable was, you minus what garbage was, then
That's
doing the
right.
lawn, all the amenities, the gym, the pool, the pickleball. I mean,
Yes.
really, you're getting your dollar for dollar
Right.
within that. And then the security and all these extras that this has. And you could buy a villa or a single family
That's
house.
right.
So tell us about the villa that you have.
Well, the
listed.
villa that I have actually sits on Ambrose, and
Yes.
it's a 2-bedroom, plus it has 2 bathrooms, and it has a den that, we call it a den because
Right.
there's no closet in that space, but you could use that as a den space, an office space. You could use that as a flex space if you want to have your own in-house flex room,
Yep.
because I know a lot of people do that sort of thing as
They
well.
make it a playroom where there's a pool table.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have seen that.
We
In
have
some of the spaces. We've been in some
I
of
like
these
how
spaces.
creative.
and
A
these other
cigar room.
organizations- That's right.
Yeah.
Maybe it's their cigar room space, but
Yeah.
it's great that they've got beautiful brick paver driveways
Nice.
in them. 2-car garages. This actually happens to be an attached villa, and so has a glass front door. So this particular unit has a lot of upgrades. So, but I'm going to talk more about that. But we're going to take a
Perfect.
2-minute break, and we'll be right back. Journey Venture Travel and Tours, where it's about your journey, not just the destination. Picture a world full of amazing places yet to be discovered. Where do you begin? Whether your bucket list includes cruising in the Caribbean, exploring vast nature in Alaska, or experiencing exotic worldwide places, we're here to help you fill your bucket to live your most abundant life. Your journey begins from the moment you let go and let us handle the details for you. So call us today. Journey Venture Travel and Tours, 772-882-3165.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Rebecca Denise, and I am with Superior Storage and Link Real Estate. I'm with my co-host Tammy, and right before the break, we were talking about a listing that Tammy has in PGA Verano. So Tammy, keep on telling us about this great listing.
Yeah, so this great listing, you know, it has ceramic tile roof.
Nice.
It's got a new HVAC thing inside the house. The garage itself has a nice epoxy floor.
Oh, perfect.
It really is a 2+ garage
Okay.
on here, so there's place to store your golf cart, or to you know, if you wanted to put a construction bench there, you know, a
Yep.
hobby bench there, whatever it is that you wanted to put in that space. We want a place to store bicycles
Right.
and all of that. So that's
So it
actually
becomes,
in there.
you know, space that you could
Yeah.
use.
Yeah, and then the frontage of this house is just beautiful. It's got the nice brick front, beautiful glass designer door, just a stunning showcase kind of home, and right directly to those beautiful sidewalks. And that's always the plus to an HOA. In all the communities, if I had to compare, and people are trying to decide, should I build within an HOA or outside of an HOA, and that is, all of your wires are underground.
I know.
All of your electrical's underground. You have outlet stuff hanging off over the top of your
And
house.
that's a big difference during
and
hurricane
it is a very
season.
and it is a very
Yes.
big
But
difference.
even the idea of sidewalks, you know, some of the older inventory
Mhm.
here and across the country, you know, sidewalks wasn't definitely a priority.
That's right.
But people are walking, they're biking, their scooters, or dogs.
That's right.
I mean, I personally think, you know, having the
Street
sidewalks.
lights every so often.
Yeah, and then you can walk at night,
Yeah,
you're safe.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Just beautiful. And then, of course, this particular unit is located in the front section of PGA. So when you come right through the gate, you hang a left on Duccio
Yeah.
and go straight to the end of the street, and then you're on Ambrose and hang a
Perfect.
left. So it's quick to get in and out, but you'd be pleasantly surprised. The back side of the unit or the home is actually butts up against the C-24 canal.
Oh, perfect.
So not only do you have that private lakefront view in
Mhm.
front of your unit, you also have this wonderful private view from the back of your
Right.
unit. So you're not climbing on top of each other
No,
necessarily.
listen.
So you've got that privacy that you're looking for. And at the same time, you still have that close proximity to amenities all over
Right.
the city there in
Right.
that area. So a great way to get, you know, close to the interstate, be able to access things very easily.
But then you have your quiet and your peace in your little corner, and then, but if you want all the excitement, you got everything around you.
Well, this particular unit has amazing upgrades. We're talking $60,000 plus in
Wow.
upgrades. The owners of this unit, when I say unit, it's because I'm referring to the fact that it's a villa. It's a
Yeah.
villa. It's 1,809 square feet, so pretty sizable
nice
for a
one.
villa. But a lot of the upgrades that people don't realize when you're building a home and putting that home in are things like diagonal floors for your
Yes.
tiles. Those things cost extra to
Right.
do because it requires a whole lot more cutting.
It's a nice statement piece when you walk
It
in.
is. The detail work, it just flows so beautifully. You know, they've got glass doors on the showers in both bathrooms. The kitchen has been fully upgraded. So, you know, they've got quartz, waterfall quartz. So
Mhm.
even that finish of what you get on
Mhm.
countertops, that waterfall finish is not cheap. Those things are always a higher cost
So they
because
paid
it's in a
attention to
single
all the
piece.
details.
They absolutely have. So pendant lighting in the kitchen. As you can see here in this picture, the appliances within this place, dishwasher, glass top range,
Mhm.
as well as the refrigerator freezer.
The backsplash is very
yes.
nice too.
Yeah, and the backsplash goes clear all the way. That's that glass
Nice.
back.
All the way up.
Goes all the way up to the ceiling. But those appliances are all brand new, never been used. Samsung stainless steel
Nice.
appliances in the unit.
So it's
that's
ready
not
to
be
sell. And
It
it's
is-
ready to move
It's
in.
ready to sell. It is a move-in ready.
Yeah.
This is a photo that we have of the master bathroom. Nice double sinks. Again, those quartz
Yes.
countertops that you see there. Designer mirrors within, you know, your Roman soaking tub,
Wow.
your glass enclosed shower. And then on the other side of this room, which you can't see, is they actually have a bidet. It's a separate toilet room space
Nice.
that they have there. So, you know, when you were looking for that elbow room that you need,
Yeah, and you want the
when-
privacy, so it's
that's
perfect.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. The one thing I didn't put pictures in of here is that Every closet in this space has been finished with California closets. So every
That's perfect.
utility closet, we're talking your utility room with your stacked washers and dryers, utility sink, all those closets are in there. Every closet has been out finished.
What a
and
great
finished with that.
organized piece.
And then this just gives you an idea of what this would look like furnished. It's a nice furnished space, so there's a lot that you can do with this unit. Fully screened in patio, brick paver patio that they have. You'll see the view that's off. I don't know if you notice, but if you look through the screen, this has got a lovely mature papaya tree. I was actually out at the unit the other day. We've got like 4 or 5 pieces of fruit. I mean, just hanging
I
off
bought
the
one.
tree. I'll have to go out and pick out some papaya for you.
Road trip.
And so it's just nice here. You'll see that there's a silence wall that separates the unit next to them, which is great. And then here's just another view that you get to see from the back side of your unit,
And that's
where
so nice.
you've got the C24 canal. It's so very serene.
It's peaceful. Put a
It's
chair
a
out there, a
peaceful
cup of tea, and
Peaceful
you
space.
know you get the best of both worlds.
And then, of course, if you have questions or if you want to check out, there's a lot more pictures online. You can certainly snap a picture of that QR code that you see on your screen
Perfect.
to be able to take a look at that and schedule some time and come out to see the property. We'd love to have you come do that. So, this is just one example of things that people can do.
Right.
Like I said earlier, the existing homeowner, this was going to be their forever home at one point. And things happened and things changed, so they changed their mind about that, and so it's no longer their forever home.
Right.
And but that's why they put so much in upgrades to that, because they're like, this is how we want to live.
And then all that detail is going to go to the next homeowner. So even though they were, so excessive and everything was top of line, because it was going to be their forever home.
Exactly.
But now it benefits somebody else.
Exactly.
And it's going to be sold quickly.
Yeah, and like I said, there's a home that is the right thing for everybody.
Right. Yeah, and if it's not this one,
then there
there's
are
tons to
others.
show.
There are other units within there if you prefer to have a single family home versus a villa. Those are opportunities, that you can take place, for those homes as well. So, the best thing you can do, and we've said this before on previous shows, is partner with a consultant, an agent, a realtor who is going to have the right contacts that you're going to need to help you get into that home, whether you're doing a cash buy. So the negotiation is important. Whether you are needing a loan for that, it has to go to closing. We've got to use a title company somewhere. We've got connections for all of those things too.
That's the key, because people say, well, I'm buying a home or I'm selling a home. No, you're doing much more than that.
Yes.
You really do
It's a
have
commitment.
You do have to have the right partners that work for you. And that's where, we could come into play, because we do have those partners. We do have link military or link vendors. And I think that's what separates us from other agencies.
I think so too.
Because we're not transactional. We're going to make a relationship with you. And we're not going to rush you. And you're going to have the right people and the right loan product. And it's really just going to, fill your pocket so you live the most abundant life. And a home is crucial. And a lifestyle is what this property shows.
Right. And this lifestyle, that particular area allows you to lease a couple of times a year. Twice a year is the limitation. So if you're also looking for something that's going to be a part-time home to you part of the year, and then you want to use it as passive income, that's another idea. So that helps you to grow your portfolio, even if you may be at a point where you're retired now.
And that's attractive if you're able to lease it, because some people may not be able to afford to live in PGA, but you get to go for 2 weeks and use all these amenities and become part of it, because again, it is a resort.
Right. It is like resort style living. It really is designed, I would say, more for a short-term stay.
Right.
Like 3 months or 4 months at a time.
Fine then,
I
My
would say
mistake.
that's really more of what it's designed for.
That's-
Definitely is not a Verbo
Right, okay.
Airbnb style
No,
property.
okay,
just
so it's a
you
true
know.
lease for a couple months.
Because I don't want to be misleading. I
Yep,
want to make
my
sure we're
mistake.
transparent. I want to make sure we're transparent about that. Not a Verbo Airbnb spot.
Yeah,
But really is designed for seasonal renting as well. So if that's something that you're looking for, this is a great opportunity for you to find a property that will give you that as well.
perfect.
So, and I can't think of anything else
Okay.
to talk about.
So
but
how would they contact you in the best way
well,
about
I mean,
this
the best
property?
way to reach out to me is at 772-579-9536. I'm Tammy Crandall. And, if you happen to have your phone out, you can always click on the QR code.
Perfect.
It'll take you right to the site for this home, but there are also many other homes to see. And at the same time, if you just want to check it out, you go to homecationagent.com.
Perfect.
Not only do I deal with vacations on the Journal Adventure Travel and
Right.
Tourist site, but I also deal with that, what I call a person's permanent homecation, so we can find a lifestyle that's appropriate for you. So
Perfect. Well, I am Rebecca Denise, and you can reach me at 203-482-7297. And just real quickly, so even if you're not at the point to buy, please reach out to us because we're going to help you map that out.
absolutely.
If you're fixing credit or you're unsure on your job or you have questions about overtime. As past bankers, we want to find you your home.
We do. It's the most important decision you
It
make
is.
in your life, probably the largest purchase that most
Mhm.
people make in their lives. So, let us help walk you through the process. We are those hand holders. We're the ones that are going to
Mhm.
help guide you to get the property that is the right one for you based on why you need it.
Absolutely. We're here to serve you.
And we can talk about homes all
I
day
know.
long. So we certainly appreciate you coming to see us. We would love for you to, present any ideas that you have, what you'd like to see on the show going forward. If you're curious about other communities, we're certainly welcome to go delve into those and share those with you as well. Just throw a little
Absolutely.
shout out there for us, and we'd love to hear from you. Again, thank you for reaching out to us. We'd love to see you, and we'll see you next time.